The great fundamental issue now before our people can be stated briefly. It is, are the American people fit to govern themselves, to rule themselves, to control them?
Every thoughtful citizen who despairs of war and wishes to bring peace should begin by looking inward.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
We, the people. We, the people, tell the government what to do. It doesn't tell us.
We must stop the terror. I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Thank you. Now watch this drive.
We should bring our troops home, change our foreign policy, quit these ridiculous wars. We would be safer and richer for it. You have a government that provides national defense, but you don't have militarism and you police the world.
What's up? We're here. This is a Glutton for Liberty podcast. It's a new thing.
What's up, guys? First episode.
Yep. This is going to be it's going to be more about politics than, different from stuff that we've done in the past. A lot more, we did a lot of comedy, or we thought we were being funny. So, yeah, that's changing now. So we're going to do politics because this is more fun.
We're going to get into some nitty-gritty stuff and, make fun of some things, talk about some serious things. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah, but we're going to have the best take on it, dude. We have only the best takes. So,
yeah, we will be right about everything we're talking about.
Yep.
Everything.
But yeah. My name's Daniel Duran. You can get me on X. I almost said Twitter, dude. You can hit me up on there.
I'm still not used to that either.
Yeah. You can hit me up on there at Duranamo Pro, DURANAMOPRO. And I don't know, you could talk shit to me or whatever. I don't care. It'll be fine.
Yeah. I'm Caleb. You can find me on X, Caleb Matisse. And it's got the X logo in between my name. Easy to see. It's got this beautiful face in it, so easy to find. Yeah, you can also talk shit to me. I don't care.
Yeah, send me. Just be racist, dude. I'm gonna appreciate that more, especially if it's politically driven.
Politically driven racism. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Yeah,
I'm all for it.
Not
racism, but telling it to me. Fine.
No, dude, you voted for Trump, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so absolutely. You're a racist, dude.
Yeah, I'm a racist. I'm a white cis male racist in this country.
Yeah, that's just how it works now. It's like no matter even if you are like a person of color, it doesn't matter if you vote for the wrong side. You are a racist, even though by their definition on the left is you can't be, but you are. Yeah. Dude. That's just how. Yeah,
you wear an American flag on your clothing or you have it on your wall. You're a damn racist.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what we're mixed with. We're white, racist males.
And not gay.
Yeah,
thank God, dude.
Cis.
Or trans.
Emphasis on the cis male.
Yeah. Well, that's where all the leftists fucked up, I think, is because they went too much into identity politics, so that just ruined the whole thing for them, and that's why we have Trump now.
I think so too, yeah,
again.
Because Trump, he talks like a real person. Like even with his background, he talks like a normal person that's trying to talk about politics. So his words may not come off so politically correct, but I want to say a lot of Americans, they can actually, be it's more relatable for most Americans, I want to think. And then the left just went too far. They just went too far with, I don't know, their bullshit.
Well, yeah, they did. They've tried to force it. This is how you have to be. You can't think anything different, dude. If you think just a little bit differently, exactly, we can't. They don't want to fuck with you. It's retarded, and I don't get how they can think that way. Everybody has differing opinions, no matter what. Even if you're on the same side. I'm not a Republican. I'm a registered libertarian. And they have a lot of ideas that I fucking agree with, but there's some shit on there that I'm like, "What the fuck are you guys doing?" It's
just too far, and most people don't relate with that you're going that far.
Yeah,
into
Yeah, you gotta have some nuance. You can't just be 100% I'm
agreed.
I agree with everything across the board, no matter what it is. Like, you just can't do that, dude. That's stupid.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I saw a video, and there's this lady that walked into a bar with a MAGA hat, and it was a very liberal bar. And they're like, "We're not serving you because you're wearing this red MAGA hat, blah, blah, blah." And she was like, "Wouldn't you consider that discrimination?" And they just all laughed at her. Ha, ha, ha.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah, get the fuck out.
It's the same fucking thing. Yeah.
Sorry.
I thought that was pretty interesting. You know, you can give it, but you can't take it. Right?
Well, yeah, exactly. I did a video on it earlier, but I had pointed out, like, I guess that could be like the first time. Do you want to talk about that after I say this point about the Rosie O'Donnell thing?
Yeah, let's do it.
But anyways, they can't escape their own irony. Like, they just, like, you know, they're like, "Oh, you're just, you know, you're discriminatory in, like, who you choose to vote for and this and that, blah blah blah." You know, you don't like people, you're discriminating, and then we're gonna discriminate against you, though. Like, they just
exactly. Yeah,
eye for an eye.
Discriminating against a group of people, which is, you know, it's wrong.
Yeah,
you know, you can make jokes about it, and yeah, comedy's comedy, but if you're like actually serious about it, and like these people they're doing threats, you know, like
they're gonna do
violent threats against people. That's wrong. That's, you know, it's not okay.
Yeah, it's fucked.
But,
yeah. Are you gonna do screen sharing?
Yeah, I'll do a screen share.
Okay.
So I want to show this interview with Rosie O'Donnell. I know Daniel did a little cover on it, so go check out that video for sure. But we're gonna watch this little clip, 50 seconds of Rosie O'Donnell
being a maniac.
And we're just gonna touch base on that.
Being an absolute fucking moron, dude.
Yeah, she's
let me switch that.
She's a crazy person.
All right.
So, let's just take a look at this this interview real quick.
I can't scroll through my Twitter, dude. Too much porn. I gotta stop following all the porn girls.
Mine's just political. Mine's just pitical.
Pitical. I thought you were gonna say pedophile.
Mine's just pedophile. I just got a pedophile Twitter. Don't look at my stuff.
Yeah, stop looking at it.
No, come look at my stuff. It's just political, I promise.
Yeah.
All right, let's check out this Rosie O'Donnell.
You know, a lot of people did vote for him.
Yes.
Do you accept their right to do that and their opinion of him?
Well, I respect their right to do that. I question why the first time in American history a president has won every swing state and is also best friends, and his largest donor was a man who owns and runs the internet. So I would hope that would be investigated and that we would see whether or not it was an anomaly or something else that happened on election night in America when Kamala Harris was filling up stadiums with people who supported her.
She's stupid.
Donald Trump was not able to do that.
Donald Trump was not able to do that.
It's curious to me. And
it's curious to me.
And a believer in democracy, I would hope that we would be able to look at all of the reasons why this happened in our country.
All right, so Donald Trump was not able to fill out stadiums. I just want to go to this real quick. This looks like a stadium to me.
Yeah, that's definitely a stadium.
Packed full. There's 20,000 people inside of this stadium.
It appears to be normal people.
Yeah, normal people.
Not like a bunch of donors and shit.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a stadium. Let's move up here. This is a great example. Here's one Kamala Harris rally. That's kind of small.
That's what she said.
Look how small that room is.
Jeez.
Tiny.
Dude, you know Kamala spent like $2 billion on her campaign.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's fucking insane.
She would also bus people into her rallies from other states to fill it out. They were busing people in.
Busing it wide
another example of a Trump rally. Shit is loud.
Yeah. Massive fucking crowd.
Yeah. So that right there is proof that Rosie O'Donnell just does not know what she's talking about.
Well, that's because she's captured by the left, like the ideology. She's totally captured by it. She's 100% drank the Kool-Aid. Like they can do no wrong. They're only they are on the right side of history, and they always use that stupid ass fucking term. But
it's delusion. It's they always turn it around like we're mass delusion, like following Trump and just the conservative party and just, but they are just truly in delusion, in my opinion. Like they just can't see the whole picture of things. It's like they hear something, because I like to research on both sides and then I kind of make my own opinion around it, and the common sense is just not there for most people on the left. And they've proven that time and time again with just ridiculous videos. They just do stupid shit that's just a disruption to society,
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
Yeah, get off my lawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, they I think it's actually like it's like mass hysteria type shit, to where they all have this, they become like a hive mind. So they all just
That's
have to think. Yeah, they all have to think and like be the same way and shit, dude. Like they cannot, if somebody strays away from like how they think it's supposed to be, they just they cannibalize each other. Like it's crazy to see, dude. They just do not. They don't have. It's all groupthink. They don't think for themselves. I mean, like I'm not saying that.
I like that analogy, the hive mind.
Yeah,
it makes perfect sense. Like, oh, this person's thinking one thing, and we all have to follow that.
Yeah.
I don't agree with a lot of Republicans. I don't agree with a lot of conservatives. I like to look at myself more on this conservative side, but I don't agree with everything that they're all saying, and forming my own opinion about things.
Yeah, exactly. But I want to take what they say, and then I want to look that shit up and kind of form my own opinion on it. Now,
yes, exactly.
And every now and then they like say something 100%, then I'm like, okay, yeah, I fuck with that. I fuck with that entire idea. Let's do that. But
right.
Oftentimes it's not just black and white like that. Like they think it's just black and white and everything is an absolute. It's just, nothing is. So
it's not at all. Not at all. And this is just a good example. Like I think Rosie O'Donnell is just she's just so brainwashed, and or she is just a face to push a message,
Yeah. Sorry, my dog's barking.
Oh, you're good. I didn't even hear your dog barking.
You can't hear him?
I feel like your mic muffles like clap. Go up here and clap.
I threw a.
I didn't hear that either. I didn't hear you clap either.
I threw his little hoodie. I threw it at him, and it's soft, so animal people don't come after me. But
he's throwing things at his dog.
Yeah, it landed on his head, and he hasn't moved it or tried to shake it off, so he's just sitting there with it covering his whole face. It's just pretty funny.
just let it happen.
And he's still barking. I don't know. Maybe it picked it up on my side. We'll see. Because I know this thing has
my side. I hear nothing.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to disrupt that. My bad.
No, you're good. You're good. I was just talking about the whole hive mind thing. I want to say on the same topic as Rosie O'Donnell. She's just within that mindset, like Orange Man bad.
Yeah.
And then everything that the people that follow him do and everything that he does is bad. Just because I don't like him as a person, which is wrong, I don't like everything Trump does as a person, but I believe in a lot of things that he's, wants to stand for the country. 100% am going to back him for that, and he's already doing things that he said he was going to do is being done, already.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I do like a lot of the stuff that he's doing. I think for the most part, it's pretty good. The only thing that's kind of upsetting is his typical, just like every president before him, up until Kennedy, I guess. He's has this unwavering support for Israel, which is to me is just ridiculous. Yeah. And I don't understand why. Well, I think I do understand why, but of course, if you mention anything about it, dude, an anti-Semite.
Don't do it, dude.
Yeah. But I just think that like they're. I'm tired of sending them money. Our tax money. I mean, they made this big deal about sending money to Ukraine, like when Biden was in office.
Right. But all
like,
the money we're sending to Israel as well. I agree.
Yeah, billions of dollars.
Yeah.
I mean, we give them like
Right.
$3 billion a year at least. Like even when they're not at war. So it's like, I don't want to support them like murdering people. And like, I don't know how you feel about the Palestinian conflict, whatever you want to call it.
Sure. Yeah.
But I think they are just like. I mean, it looks like a genocide, dude. Like they've completely destroyed the whole area, and they're just killing everybody, and it's fucked up. And I don't want us to support that in any way.
No, I agree. Genocide's bad. It doesn't. It's still people. It's families. You know, it's people that are just born and just live there, and their lives are getting destroyed. It's a terrible thing. That shouldn't happen anywhere.
Yeah.
And I don't know if this is true or not. So. Note that this may just be some wild conspiracy, but I heard talk about like some kind of resort or something to be made out in Palestine, and that it's getting wiped out so that this construction endeavor can happen or something. I don't know much about it. It was just a weird rumor that I heard a few months ago, probably. But.
Trump. So that was Trump actually brought that up. It was his idea to basically turn. Palestine into some sort of like Mar-a-Lago in the Middle East, basically. So
okay, if it go ahead.
Well, I don't support that at all. I think that's a terrible idea. I don't want some some open-ended obligation in the Middle East like that. Like I mean, who knows how long construction is going to take? What are they going to do with the people that are there? Is it going to be dangerous still?
What are they going to do with the people there? Yeah, that was my biggest question too.
Yeah, and it's like
they're wiping them out apparently.
Yeah, they're just trying to. I think that's what they're doing, dude. They're trying to just wipe them out and try and like kill so many people that they're just like, all right, we're gonna have to move. That's what I think they're doing. Because I mean,
and move to where
Yeah, they want to push them into like Jordan or something, or I think that's close to there. Jordan, I don't know. I don't really know my geography.
My geography is not the best. Yeah. But so I don't. I'm not. I voted for Trump 3 years in a row, but like we just talked about, I don't agree with everything that he says or does. Not everything, And I feel like a lot of Trump supporters probably do, which makes people like us look bad. But overall, I agree with Trump on a lot of things. But things like that, it's not okay. I don't think.
Yeah, this was easily the best option that we had in this election. I mean, if you were to go for Kamala, like that, you're just doing that just because you're part of the hive mind again. So
yeah, exactly. I do agree in America first.
Yeah,
I believe our money should go to us.
Yeah,
and we there's a voting system for a reason.
Exactly.
If the people want to pay for something in a different country across the world, then we can talk about it and then do that. We just don't just do it. Under some like hush shit, nobody's talking about it and just shoving it under the rug, and we're just losing all this money. Like, why is shit so expensive? Well, that's why it's so expensive. We're wasting money on all kinds of bullshit, Well,
yeah, and then they're just funneling money to either themselves or I mean that's what Doge has been uncovering is that they're just because the NGOs, the non-government organizations, are like owned by like politicians' friends and shit, so then they funnel like tax money to it, and then that's how they get payoffs and shit like that. And it's like, why would we not want to stop that? Why do we just want to keep spending money on bullshit, dude? Like our fucking taxes are going to nothing good.
Doge uncovered this one thing. I forget the exact amount of money, but there's government buildings around the United States that are completely empty that annually is like tens of millions of dollars are going towards this empty building. And Doge uncovered that, which like we've been paying for these empty government buildings, haven't been for years. Why is there so much money being funneled into that? I did see a stat of how much money Doge has been saving and in where within the government. I'm gonna see if I can't find that. But I thought that was pretty interesting. So yeah, love or hate Doge, and a lot of people hate Doge. They are finding some stuff that our money's being wasted on.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't like it. Like I hate people are like, I don't want Elon Musk having access to my credit card information. It's like, really, motherfucker? You think this the richest man in the world that's ever lived is going to steal your credit card? Yeah.
Yeah.
He wants to open a credit card in your name? Are you fucking retarded?
Yeah, exactly.
It's just irrational.
Need that. It's irrational thinking, which is dangerous. It's dangerous thinking.
Yeah, which causes them to fucking start firebombing Tesla dealerships and keying swastikas. They're doing Nazi shit, dude. They're literally being Nazis.
They are. We want to see some. Here, I got a little clip we can see real quick of a Tesla dealership.
Tesla. That's what Trump said the other day. Tesla.
Did he say Tesla?
Yeah, Tesla.
Oh, why do I hear George Soros talking? Ugh.
Ew.
Sorry. My bad.
You good?
All right.
This is the first episode, dude. It's going to get so sick.
It is. So I do want to... Here, I'll bring this up. So the whole thing... There's a Democratic organization called Act Blue. I don't know if you've heard about Act Blue.
Yeah, I've heard of Act Blue.
But they're funding the shit against Tesla, and Elon Musk is taking it to court for terrorism, I believe.
Act Blue was that thing that I think the Trump shooter, the first guy, I think he donated to them or something.
Yeah. So yeah, there's this whole thing. Elon Musk, he says, an investigation has found 5 Act Blue funded groups responsible for Tesla protests, Troublemakers Disruption Project, Rise and Resist, Indivisible Project, and Democratic Socialists of America. Act Blue fundraisers include George Soros, Reid Hoffman, Herbert Sandler, and Patricia Baumann. I don't know how to pronounce that. But where is it? This video right here. So they're chanting, "Not another billionaire. We need clean air," and they're doing it against EVs.
Yeah,
I don't get that.
They can't escape their.
They're like, "Oh, get rid of gas-powered vehicles."
Yeah,
and then here they are, fucking protesting the biggest company on EVs.
well, this is to my point again, dude. They cannot escape their own irony.
Yeah,
they just are the most ironic fucking group of people ever.
It's insane. I think it's a lot of it's happening in Canada too. Canada Tesla dealerships are getting just fucked up.
Yeah. See, you know what's funny too is they don't want another billionaire, but their biggest donor is George Soros or whatever, or the Soros family, and he's a billionaire.
Soros. Yeah, he is a billionaire. Yeah, he funds all these fucking crazy things,
and it's like, we hate billionaires except that guy. We like that billionaire, not these billionaires.
We like this un-American billionaire.
Yeah, it's fucking, dude, the irony. It's so insane.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Like, why are you chanting, "We want clean air," and then just destroying cars that don't put off emissions?
Yeah.
Like, it makes no sense. It's so stupid. It's
also the number one leading, probably the best EV company in the world, and like they're moving way faster than all the other car companies, and they want to try and stop that. Didn't they want all this new green shit? Do they actually believe in that?
Yeah, exactly. Oh, they have to. I mean,
it's almost maddening,
so I guess
dude.
It is maddening. Well, luckily Elon Musk, he is I don't have a post right here about it, but he is filing a lawsuit for terrorism against Act Blue, because I think it was 20 dealerships had funded protests that have destroyed 20 dealerships, like showrooms and stuff, across Canada and the United States or some shit.
There was a protest in Colorado Springs the other day. Did you see that?
I did. I heard about it. I don't know too much, though.
They didn't burn anything, but they were they were outside of, I think yesterday they were outside of Tesla protesting, the one in Motor City.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. What is that going to do? First of all,
nothing. Yeah.
I don't think.
What are you solving?
Yeah, I mean they have the right to protest, but it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, exactly.
Burning shit down doesn't either.
For something that matters. Just because you don't like Elon Musk, because now he's part of the, and I'm putting this in quotes, the Trump regime. Yeah. Whatever the fuck they want to call it. Just because Elon Musk is a part of that.
It's the Trump dictatorship.
Yeah, the Trump dictatorship. Just because Elon Musk is affiliated with that now, with the whole Doge and everything, that Tesla's bad. You know, these cars that you guys wanted
Tesla.
For so long. Stupid.
Yeah, it's they just lack, it's like a complete lack of self-awareness. They don't actually, they only, the left seems to only be voting strictly on feelings. And it doesn't have to actually do with like changing anything. Like they wanted to put in Kamala Harris, who wasn't going to change shit. I mean, it was just going to be the same bullshit. I mean, how was it under Biden for those fucking 8 years or whatever, or 4 years? Like that was like the worst presidency.
What has gotten done under Biden other than like bad shit? Like I can't think of one good thing that Biden has done.
I can't either. And usually I had some good things to say about Obama. Like I think he kind of helped with the healthcare thing, because whatever initiative that they pushed for that, I'm like able to afford healthcare.
Right.
Because of that. Yeah, so that's cool. He did a good thing, but like I cannot think of one good thing that Biden did.
I do think it started with Obama, this whole fucking woke activist shit that's, you know, been going on. I think kind of started with Obama, but not. Yeah. I don't know where I was going with that exactly, but I think it did start with Obama, because he was pushing some ideologies on people that, you know, kind of turned sour, and then the next Democratic presidency just went crazy. They just lost their goddamn minds.
Which is crazy, because Obama used to be anti-gay marriage back in the day.
Right.
And then he's like,
and now he's married to a trans.
yeah, to Michael Obama.
I want to hope that it's actually.
Dude, Obama. I heard they're getting a divorce.
Are they?
Yeah, Michelle Obama just started some podcast with her brother, and they talk about like relationships and like dating and shit. It's weird.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's like, and they like haven't been seen with each other like in a long ass time, I guess. And fuck, I forgot what I was going to say. I don't know. Either way, it seems like they're not like, Obama, so there was like a thing going around, and they even brought it up to her. Jennifer Aniston apparently was maybe having an affair with Obama.
Jennifer Aniston, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting. I haven't heard that one, but.
Yeah, I spend way too much time on the internet looking up at all this shit. Who knows if it's true, but.
Yeah, but what if? You know, Obama's banging Jennifer Aniston.
Dude,
the
remember
last
that?
thing I heard about Obama's relationships was with some fucking white guy in a hotel.
Yeah, that crackhead, that gay crackhead, right?
Yeah, he was like, I'll suck that man's dick.
Yeah. Yeah. Obama got sucked off in a limousine by some crackhead in Chicago or whatever.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah, that dude was on Tucker Carlson. That's hilarious.
Was he really?
Yeah, they did like a 2-hour long interview on fucking Tucker's show.
Oh, I probably saw snippets of that. That's probably where I heard that.
Yeah. I love all the conspiracy stuff. The conspiracy stuff is fun to. Who knows if any of it's true, but I don't know. Right. It's fun to watch. Now, however, though, like a lot of conspiracy theories do actually happen.
I was just going to say that. Yeah. A lot of them are being proven true, like recently. You know, a lot of things in the early 2000s were like, that did happen.
Yeah.
Fucking knew it. Everybody's like, I fucking knew it.
All I'm saying, dude, is sometimes Alex Jones, he's right, dude.
He is. He's right, dude. He's right about a lot of things.
Yeah. He fucked up on Sandy Hook. Okay, fine. But he seemed to have gotten
it was a big
everything
oopsie.
right.
And he said, oops. And he took it personally. He was like, my bad.
Yeah, here's $1 billion.
Yeah. But on most things, he's right. he may be a little unhinged in the head, and he goes on rants and the
frickin' frogs
he
gay.
was right. The frogs were gay. The water was making the frogs gay. That was proven true.
Actually happened.
That actually happened. That was a real thing. So
yeah, I think it was.
He's fun to watch.
Yeah, I think he's entertaining. I think he is playing a character sometimes, like maybe on so too, more of that. Maybe like, I mean, it's how he got so much money. Like,
yeah,
but
just the over the top, slamming tables and shit. He gets into it.
You know, you should.
I respect it. He's passionate.
Yeah, you should look up the video real quick if you can. It's of the. Look up Alex Jones predicting 9/11, dude.
You know what? I have heard about this.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. This made me freak out, dude. I was like, how does he know?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow, that's crazy.
I didn't mean it like that. You guys turned it into a bad thing. Wow. That's crazy.
Wow, that's crazy. When you hit them with the fourth, wow, that's crazy, and they keep talking.
Yeah. 9/11 conspiracy. Alex Jones predicts 9/11 in July of 2001.
Yeah.
Oh, that was not far from.
Watch what he says too.
Oh, hold on, folks. I'm slow with the getting stiff. Getting the screen sharing going. There we go.
Stream.
All right, Alex Jones.
Again, I was on television saying that bin Laden's a CIA asset and looks like he'll attack New York. Saying, call Washington. Tell him to call off the attack.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so glad that you could join us today for this Wednesday, July 25th, 2001 broadcast. Tyranny is enveloping the globe, and the United States is a shining jewel the globalists want to bring down, and they will use terrorism as the pretext to get it done. So that's coming up in the second half of the show. Very important.
Using terrorism as a pretext to get it done.
Yep.
That's interesting. I just had to pause that.
Information. I'm going to put the call out that you call the White House and tell them, look, we've seen the news stories that you've wanted to blow things up, that you have blown things up, and that you're saying that 4 million of us are going to die and we need martial law and the Associated Press at one of your little drills you had, and that we're aware of who the terrorists are if you pull this. This can stop this Hitlerian Reichstag event. I want to put the toll-free number up for Congress. And I won't want you to believe Alex Jones. I want you to go get these news stories off my website. I want you to call major newspapers.
Right.
I want you to find out these statements were true by the White House about preparing for martial law. And I want you to let them know that if there is any terrorism, we know who to blame. The point is, if any terrorism comes, it's from this government. And if there was an outside threat like a bin Laden, who was a known CIA asset in the 80s, running the Mujahideen War,
is this crazy?
Builds all the military bases over in Saudi Arabia
this is wild.
now, and sits on the board of Iridium Satellite. He's the boogeyman they need in this Orwellian phony system. I want the White House numbers up there now. A big part of this solution, after you research all the government terrorism and check out what I'm saying is true, call the White House and tell them, we know the government's planning terrorism. We know Oklahoma City and World Trade Center was terrorism. We know the Joint Chiefs of Staff wanted to blow up airliners, Baltimore Sun. If you do it, we're going to blame you because we know who's up to it. Or if you let some terrorist group do it, like the World Trade Center, we know who to blame.
What the fuck?
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. Yeah, I never actually watched this.
The government terror.
Yeah.
All right. So
it's crazy. He knew 9/11 was going to happen, and he even named bin Laden, which is also crazy. Like, how did he know?
That's insane. I've heard that he called it, but he said World Trade Center.
Oh, your audio cut out. Your audio had cut out there for a sec. But yeah,
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, he called it. He called it like what was that, July or whatever? He calls it, and then he says
July of 2001.
Yeah, and he even names fucking Osama bin Laden or whatever. And then he mentioned too about the Reichstag, which is what Germany did. So like the Nazis burned down the Reichstag and then blamed it on communist terrorists, and then that's what drew them into fucking World War II, or like that gave them the support to fucking invade Poland.
Oh, okay, that's wild.
Yeah, so just like how we went to fucking Iraq and Afghanistan, we actually went to Afghanistan first, but that's that was how they were able to get support to go fucking fight 20 years in the Middle East for nothing.
For nothing.
Yeah.
See, yeah. Like I never fully agreed. I want to say even when I was younger that I fully agreed with the Afghanistan war, or just the Middle East war just in general, us being there. You know, there's always the joke. They just needed some freedom, and you got the people flying in.
Yeah.
Know? But I don't think I ever fully agreed with it, because they're just trying to liberate regimes and shit, or liberate the countries from regimes.
Well, that's what the CIA does. That's what they've been doing in South America for fucking forever, dude. That's why they can't ever have like stable like governments and shit, because the CIA, like in the 80s, 70s and 80s, they were overthrowing like all these South American countries and shit. Like they were installing leaders that would like benefit them in such a way.
Yeah, exactly. That would kind of follow what they say to do, because they're paying them well. Like, we'll put you in this position, Isn't that that's in these newly released files, is it not?
Yep, that's you're talking about the JFK files?
JFK files? Yeah, they talk a lot about the CIA. They don't say like we know who killed JFK, but they don't say it. From what I've seen, it doesn't say exactly, but there's too many hints towards that we know what happened to JFK, I feel like.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Well, so basically what I've seen from the files is that they mention Israel several times. So what was going on with, first of all, Kennedy, he didn't want Israel to have nukes, I guess. Mm-hmm. So he was trying to stop them from getting nukes in the Middle East. And that's kind of what pissed them off. And then he was also fucking with the CIA, because I guess he knew that they were like fucking around in like in South America and shit. And so they both basically, the CIA and the Israelis hated Kennedy. So they worked together basically to assassinate him.
Get him out. Yeah.
Now it's not
that's
said
kind of what
definitively.
I gathered out of that as well. Yeah. That's. I mean, we'll see more as more files get looked into by professionals and stuff. People that because I can't sit there and read this 1,000 PDF pages, or whatever it is.
Well, I don't think that we're ever gonna get it.
Coming out.
As long as we continue our unwavering support for Israel, we're probably never gonna see that, because
you're right. I think you're right.
Yeah, clearly, we're so invested in their country that they have tons of Israelis get like dual citizenship. Like, I don't know if it's automatic or whatever, but I don't know. I had to look that up, but I'm pretty sure that we have a bunch of leaders and shit in this country that are like Jewish or whatever, and they have dual citizenship.
Oh, yeah.
They're like running our government, and I'm not trying to say that all Jews are bad or anything like that. I'm just saying
they're not just running media; they're running the government, bro.
yeah, exactly. They run reptilian Hollywood pedophiles.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they're
the
the
adrenochrome.
It's Israel.
Yeah,
it's them. Yeah. I think with because the Israeli people themselves, are just like normal people like you and me, but the tie between our governments for so long is just.
It needs to
I
stop.
don't know. There's a lot to uncover there.
Well,
that I don't fully know about, so I'm not going to personally say anything about it, because I just don't know enough.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I agree with you. It's something sketchy's happening.
Well, essentially,
we need to learn about it.
Yeah, and essentially Israel is just It's basically a giant forward operating base in the Middle East, a permanent one. That's all it is. That's why we support them so much.
No, that makes sense, because if we lost Israel, our feet in the ground on that portion of the world, that would be such a huge cutoff for us.
Yeah, which I'm kind of
huge cutoff.
I'm kind of just okay with that, though. I mean, I'm so tired of us just fucking around in the Middle East, like just
I agree.
They're constantly in turmoil.
It's I don't know. I just don't know what to. I don't know what to think on that. So I'm not personally going to say too much about it because I just don't know enough. But us in the Middle East, I don't really think is needed. We're just not needed. It's not needed.
Yeah. Well, we're just too deeply involved, and it's obviously got to be for resources, and there's a lot of money to be made over there. So of course we want to have some kind of foothold in that part of the world.
Yeah. Well, even like the burning of the oil fields, like they lit up the oil fields for a reason. It's because we wanted it.
During Desert Storm. You talking about during Desert Storm? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it makes sense. Like there is resources we want there, and just our presence in that portion of the world. It's just militarily, it's just a strong vantage point for that side of the world.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And it's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about it, dude, honestly.
The Middle East is very complicated. Yeah, I think it all boils down to money, but that's how I just feel like
100% it does.
Yeah, everything leads back to the money.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
do you have other? Didn't you have other videos?
I have a George Soros video.
Oh yeah,
just dogging on Trump again.
Let's
basically calling Trump. Let's hear it for a second.
Let's do that, dude. Watch stream.
He's like projecting on himself, is what it seems like. This is a real projection, is what George Soros is doing right here.
Bloomberg.
President Trump is a con man and the ultimate narcissist who wants the world to revolve around him.
Says the Jew.
When his fantasy of becoming president came true, his narcissism developed a pathological...
How's he not dead?
Money.
President Trump...
Oh, that was the short version.
President Trump.
Well, he's basically saying he wants the world for Soros. He's funding all this shit that's like breaking down, the fundamentals of this country. The whole freedom thing does not exist with George Soros.
Dude's a fucking dumbass. That's just another typical boomer.
That is a crazy billionaire. Yeah, that is a crazy billionaire.
Well, he's just a typical boomer, like out of touch with how the modern world works because they don't want to change their ways.
Yeah.
I can't stand the old people. Like, it's crazy. A lot of older people are still like Democrats and shit. Like, how can you see what's going on and you're just like, yep, I'm just gonna follow along with it. I'm not changing the way I vote ever.
What drives me crazy and which makes no sense to me is so many, like the older generation, the boomers, how even a lot of them switched just because they don't like, one
Trump.
person.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like my grandparents are a great example. Great example. Yeah. Conservative Republicans my entire life until the first Trump election, and then they're just anti everything there. They're going to vote for Hillary Clinton. They're going to vote for Joe Biden. They're going to vote for Kamala Harris. 3 awful people.
Jesus.
3 of the worst people on this planet they voted for.
And they were conservative their whole life?
Just because he says, conservative Catholics their whole life. You know, so
Catholics are a lot of them are liberal. A lot of the older ones, because
yeah, I never understood that.
Yeah, I don't get that either, because they're being Catholic is pretty conservative.
Yeah,
like just in general, believing
Right.
like being religious in itself is pretty conservative. So that's why I don't understand how like a lot of these people that have a lot of conservative upbringing with religion are like want to be tied to the Democratic Party, which promotes like basically hedonism and like just like bad stuff, like you know, like transing your kids is like crazy. Like maybe give them some time to learn about themselves.
If you're religious and you did that to your child, you're not truly like practicing your religion unless you're like Muslim or something.
Yeah,
I don't agree with what they do.
I don't like Muslims either. I shouldn't say it like that.
You're chopping your kid's dick off, they're fucking their kids. You know, it's they're not fucking their kids. They're fucking other kids. Depending on the area, but they do some wild shit in the Quran, dude.
Yeah, they do. They fuck 9-year-old or Muhammad did.
Muhammad did, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Muslims at all. I think that they're probably bad for the world. I know that's going to be ignorant to say, but they are constantly blowing shit up, dude.
Yeah, and I agree. It's just like common things that just are terrible things to do is common to them, if that makes sense. It's you know, like it's uncommon here and like, oh God, you should go to prison for doing this thing. You know, you're marrying a 12-year-old. It's weird.
I had a buddy that was in Afghanistan, and he said that the local dudes there, they would keep boys around and like dress them up as little girls and like abuse them and shit.
Yeah, I did hear about that too, and apparently it's a thing. So like these rich old men, they'll put on like these shows with these young boys and have them dress like girls, and then pick out their favorites and have like a whole like pageant for them.
God.
And then they fuck these kids. It's crazy. It's a terrible thing. And then when those kids get older, they're the old ones setting up the pageants for these kids. It's like a fucking child rape loop or some shit.
Yeah. That's the worst loop to stuck. That's like the worst loop to be stuck in.
Yeah. Well, it was normal for me when I grew up, so let's do it to this next generation of kids. You know?
They're also highly inbred over there too. Like they.
Oh yeah.
I guess there was like some study, and they did a study in Pakistan, and it was like 70% of the population was inbred.
70%.
Yeah. Yeah, they're all retarded.
Yeah.
That's why they lack empathy.
Old England. That's just everybody's inbred.
Yeah. Just bang your sister, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, let's keep it in the family because we're royal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Your sister.
That shit
marry
is
your
so
sister
weird.
and fuck her. Yeah, it's so weird.
Yeah, what are you doing tonight? Oh, nothing. I'm just going to fuck my sister.
Yeah, we're trying to have 7 kids.
Yeah.
It's
3 of them.
It's a normal conversation.
Yeah, we already have 10, but 3 of them died.
Yeah.
Due to complications from birth defects.
Right. Yeah, I just don't get it. I don't get it. I know my dad, he's really big into reading into the Muslim culture, especially like certain areas within that culture and religion. And they just do terrible things. Terrible things. It's just unhuman. You know?
Sorry, I keep
like
yawning.
if you have a conscience. Is my story boring?
No, sorry. It's not boring at all, dude. Keep going. Seriously, don't stop.
No, but when my dad it's terrible. They're terrible people, all of them.
Yeah. No, sorry, I fucked up your point, dude. Your dad reads Muslim shit though?
Yeah. I lost track where I was going.
My bad. I wasn't.
They just do terrible shit. They do just it's common for them, and it's just so just natural for, I think, just common sense, like what normal people think and do, you know, and they just do it regularly. It's just a regular part of life, you know. I don't get it. I don't understand it. Terrible. It's gross.
Well, because of the inbreeding too, I think they lack. There's like a frontal lobe, like development issue, whereas you can like that's where you have like empathy, I guess. So like that's why they are like so like barbaric. Not all of them, obviously. I'm not trying to just put every Muslim in the thing. I'm not gonna. Right. So this is the first episode. That's the last time I'm gonna like, preface what I'm saying by I'm not generalizing, but for the sake of time, I'm gonna generalize. So they lack fucking empathy, dude, because they're all fucking inbred and retarded.
It's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah,
I don't understand it. I don't get it. Them makes no sense to me. It is what it is. Yeah. I'm free to say whatever I want. They're not, but I am.
Yeah, you get your head chopped off. Did you see in Syria they're like killing a bunch of Christians over there now because
really?
Yeah, because you know how their government collapsed or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
So they've been like going around just like murdering Christians or whatever, and I don't see the world like crying out for that for some reason.
Yeah, no, I think Christianity it's one of the most mocked. It's the most mocked religion on the planet right now.
It's like the biggest, dude.
Like, yeah, it's insane. It's insane.
What happens when you're top dog?
I believe in a lot of Christian values. I don't really fully know what I believe, but I do believe in a lot of values of Christianity. But
yeah,
it's wild.
I actually had a awakening, sort of. So like, I used to be like pretty fucking like anti-religion. So I grew up Catholic, and then like bad shit happened, and I was like, "There's no way that God would let this happen." So I was like trying to be atheist for a long time. And then, and then like something bad happened to me last year. So I was like, dude, the way I've been living, things haven't like helped me out by not believing. So why don't I try and like be religious again? And so far it's been pretty nice. And I've like, so I'm like Catholic now. Like, well, I mean, I've always been Catholic, but now I'm
you're practicing more. You're trying it out more. Yeah.
Trying to do that and trying to just put my, I don't know, I guess my faith.
I think it's good for the mind.
Yeah, exactly. It is good for the mind.
Yeah. Yeah, because I did the same thing. I even bought a Bible and I started that more. And then living more by those kinds of values, and my life has just been getting better from it. Yeah, I haven't been getting into dark holes. When I was trying to be agnostic, I was agnostic for a while. I was like, anything's possible, but then nothing matters. Blah blah blah. Getting like this dark mindset. But I was like, if there's something to actually like follow and believe in, then your mindset and then your priorities change, and you can just grow from there. Just makes more sense to me in my head now as an adult.
Yeah, now that I'm older, it definitely makes more sense, because before that's how I was. Like, it would put me like disbelieving that way, like having no belief, like was putting me like in a fucking like in a dark place, and like I was drinking a lot, and I was like depressed all the time, and fucking doing a bunch of drugs and shit, and like now I'm like totally sober, and it's definitely helped a lot, and it's helped me like kind of with all this political shit too, just to kind of see things differently. Like, that's why I'm voting a certain way, because there's just values that I have and things that I don't want to vote for, that's going to put those counter values that I don't want. You know what I mean? So it's like,
right.
I'm going to vote
I feel like
more
if I was to vote the other way, put my values at risk, and a value that helps a lot of people, through their lives. And it just, fits my life and many other people's. It's good values, and some of their values are just dark. It just don't make sense to me.
Yeah,
I feel like it's gonna drag me with them, and I don't want to be down there.
That's how it felt too. Like, because they're like, the way that leftists act is, it's just like, I believe in personal liberty, but it's like at the same time they're doing like crazy things to like other people's kids, because they're indoctrinating and shit. So like, when they send them to school with these teachers that start pushing their ideas on people or making it like part of their curriculum, like the transing and all that shit, like that's not the values that I want to have. I want that shit to be out of school, just like they keep religion out of school. You might as well keep all that other shit out too.
Exactly.
Because it's almost like a religion.
Mad. Right. Yeah, it is. It's
leftism
indoctrinating the children. Like it was so forced on the last 4 years. It's insane and it's terrible. It's not good for a kid's brain to just think that much negative shit. All they think is negative.
Yeah. Yeah, everything's bad, everything's burning. Yeah, it's not good, dude. I don't like it.
It's not a good mindset. It's not a good mindset to instill on children because then they're gonna grow up and just be way worse than you are. You know? Like your fucking crazy parent just made you the craziest person. You know?
Yeah. Yeah, now you ever notice like all these kids too, they all have autism. They're all gay or something. You know, or non-binary or some shit. Like they all have some weird thing.
The stats between homosexuality from the 70s to now, it's like a line that goes like this and then goes whoop in the last 10 years. Whoop, it's just everybody's gay now. Like oh god, we all suck dick. It's wild.
Quick, where's the nearest penis?
The indoctrination is working. Like in high schools and colleges, is like, oh, I have feelings that are, you know, they're wrong. I'm gonna act on them. You know.
Yeah, when you're gay in school, they're not how it's gonna be if we kept this up, dude. They're gonna have like, instead of a fire extinguisher, it'd be like a dildo, and it's like break glass in case of emergency, and pull out a dildo and start fucking yourself with it.
Yeah. You want to put out a fire? Start jerking off this extinguisher. It'll spray goo everywhere.
Yeah, just like.
Yeah. It goes all limp after. It's a one-use extinguisher.
Yeah, it looks like it's all deflated.
Yeah, use it one time, it's done.
Yeah.
Until tomorrow, you gotta let it, build up a little bit.
Yeah, I did. Usually I can build up in a couple hours, but
that's true. You're like, that's just me. I got high semen rate.
Yeah, I shoot ropes, dude.
Yeah, I'm a rope shooter. Slinging my yogurt on everything.
Yeah. Oh shit! There's a chick walking by my window. She's got a selfie stick.
Let's take a selfie.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Is she doing anything cool with her selfie stick?
No, she's got like 4 people following behind her though.
Oh, wait.
Maybe she's like famous. I do have there's somebody that lives in my apartment complex that drives like one of those like Sprinter vans, and it's like one of those camping things, and they got like a YouTube channel.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
That's it.
Just go slash their tires, dude.
Yeah. Your Sprinter van is really slow with no tires.
Yeah.
Silly. Well, that's all I got on my Twitskis.
That's everything?
My X-skis, I should say.
I mean,
Unless you got anything else you want to talk about, I'm still going. I don't care. I have no more topics to really touch at the moment, though.
Yeah, I don't think I really have any more. We pretty much covered all the things that we wanted. That was actually a lot faster than I thought it was going to be.
It was, yeah.
I mean, it was an hour, wasn't it?
It's 7. I don't know when we started. Hour and a half? Sure. This doesn't say how long.
I think
here we go.
We went for like an hour.
Yeah.
But I mean, we can keep going. Quick. We can keep going if you want, dude. I don't care.
I got nothing else to talk about. I don't know what else to talk about.
I mean, that's perfect. We can just end it, and then we'll have more topics for next week.
Yeah, start writing more shit down.
Yeah. But now we got the first one out of the way, so we can kind of...
Yeah. That's how these podcasts are going to be.
Yeah.
We say awful shit, but we touch some touchy topics.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. If it's touchy, we're probably going to talk about it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we'll I mean, there's something new every week, dude. These people do not stop being crazy.
Yeah. It never ends. I mean,
I'm waiting for them to kill somebody. That's what I'm going to be excited about.
Yeah. I mean, they almost did. They almost got Trump.
Sorry, I'm trying to get my camera to focus.
All right. Well, let's remember.
All right.
What these people were doing when Trump won, just for amusement.
Yeah, let's watch that.
Remember this lady?
Yeah.
Sorry. Let's just get a refresher on this lady. This is what we voted against. This is psychotic. I've never done this when Biden won. I don't know anybody that's done this when Biden won.
Right.
No! Why? Psychotic. This is psychotic.
Do you think her life changed?
I'm sorry.
Do you think her life has changed since then? Like, maybe, I mean, from the video, it probably got worse, but if she never made that video, do you think her life would have changed that much?
No, not at all. I think she'd be living in the same life. Like, she looks like she's a nurse. She's probably got the same job, making the same money in the same apartment with the same kids. Nothing's changed. Eggs got more expensive. Her life got more expensive. But other than that, I don't think, anything.
Dude, eggs are actually going down. They're cheaper now. Eggs are cheaper. Gas is cheaper. So when Biden was still president, I filled up my truck. It was $70. It was almost $75. That was the highest that I'd ever seen my gas. Yeah. Since Trump has been in, I filled up the other day. It was $40. So it's crazy. Obviously something's changing.
The gas station down the street's at $2.70 right now, gallon.
Yeah,
which is it's way down from
3 something or whatever it was.
Yeah, it almost at one point I want to say like the second year under Biden, third year under Biden, it was like almost $5. It was so fucking close to $5.
Yeah, I remember that.
I want $1.20 again. I want $1.20 again. The first time Trump was president, it was at $1.20 by my house. Yeah. My dad's house.
Oh yeah, we'll have to have him on sometime as a guest.
Yeah, he would love it, dude. Same humor.
Pops, dude.
He'll say things even grosser than we do.
Nice.
He's got a vulgar humor. He loves politics. He's a Republican for sure. Oh, yeah. He's more conservative. He's definitely conservative.
Yeah, but conservative. I think being
conservative with humor.
Yeah, I think being like a Republican is just kind of stupid. I understand registering is that way, so you get like more of their ballots or whatever in the mail. Because like when I do Libertarian, I'll get a ballot, and like my stepdad's is like full of people, and then mine is just like one guy.
Oh shit!
One Libertarian.
Right. I think I'm registered Republican. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
But I go more conservative. For sure.
Yeah, I do too. I didn't vote for one Democrat this last election because I'm just tired of it. I just voted down the line, and I know that's stupid, but I tried to research them. But the only reason I was researching is to see who was a Republican or not.
Yeah, me too.
Because I'm tired of
exactly what I did. This election, dude. I said Democrat, nope. Democrat, nope. Democrat, nope. I went all Republican this year.
Even at the local level, like I'm just like all.
Oh yeah. Here in Colorado, absolutely.
Yeah.
Local level for sure. It's like I was fucking city, state, all the way up Republican.
Yeah, they're trying to pass some gun legislation here, where you can't have like
magazines or
no with the semi-automatic guns or whatever weapons. So you're not gonna be able to have like.
So my fucking pistol.
Yeah, so you're not going to be able to have pistols, rifles, whatever that's semi-auto.
That's crazy. So you need like just a bolt action fucking rifle?
Pretty much, but all the other shit, if you already own it, it's like grandfathered in. It's stupid as fuck, dude.
That is retarded. That is super dumb. They better not do that. I heard something about they're trying to pass something for reducing mag sizes for the public or something.
Well, they already did that like 15 years ago or something like that. So Magpul was a company they were in Boulder, I think. And they passed that magazine capacity limit, so it's like 15 or less. So you can't have anything like standard capacity, which is 30. But they call that high. They call it high capacity, which is fucking stupid.
Right. That is stupid.
But yeah, they passed that unless they're trying to do another one where you can have even less, which would also suck. Like everything I shoot takes like, 15 or more.
Yeah, definitely. I know something went to the Supreme Court for gun laws, and then it's deemed as unconstitutional if it was to pass. I don't remember exactly what it was. But
that's probably going to be this new one too. That's going to happen. They usually get them passed, and then it goes to the Supreme Court, and then they like shoot it down or whatever. That's what's been happening in California. All their gun laws keep going away because the Supreme Court keeps finding it unconstitutional to just restrict your right.
Yeah, it's their whole job is to follow the Constitution. Yeah. So good for them.
Which is
Supreme Court.
Yeah, which is also another part of the irony that I can't like. The left just cannot escape it, dude, because it's like they think Trump is like a literal dictator, but they want to take away your right to have firearms, which is why the Second Amendment. They think the Second Amendment is so we don't have a tyrannical government, but they want to take away the guns. Like,
right?
What?
A good example
what are you
of
talking
that
about?
too is like during COVID. Did you see the shit Australia was going through?
Yeah, they're
You know,
locking
they
up.
would never do that here
Come on, camera.
since we have guns.
Yeah,
You are blurry. There you go. But yeah, that oh, dude, the Second Amendment is a godsend. That's like the best thing we can have to fight. There's that Reagan speech. They sent it to you. We have it in the intro. But he's talking about how the government, or we are the car. What is it? I'm doing it backwards. We drive the government, basically. Like,
oh,
they don't make
us.
the decisions for us. We make the decisions for them, and they enforce it.
Yeah,
basically.
That's how it's supposed to be. I mean, it's supposed to be.
That is how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, they're supposed to be elected to work for us. We don't work for them.
Yeah,
but that's
exactly.
gotten
And
lost.
it's flip flopped so much, you know.
Yeah,
and Reagan was good at pushing that. I like Reagan. I wasn't alive then, but I like Reagan after a lot of research on that guy. He's a good president. I was a good president. So
he's a
good.
movie star,
Love
dude.
him. Was he? Was he in a movie?
Yeah, I think he was.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he
That's
was.
dope.
Yeah, he was an actor. The only thing that he did that I don't really like is he started the drug war.
Oh yeah, that's still going on. That's
Yeah.
still a drug war.
That was a terrible idea. But yeah, he was pretty good other than that.
Yeah. War on drugs. I like
Yeah.
that video. He's saying a speech and a balloon pops, and he's like, missed me. I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, I like. I kind of like the new politics now because they're starting to talk more. Even the Dems are doing it. Like they're starting to they're like cussing and shit on their Twitter, which cussing doesn't bother me or anything. But it's like now they seem like normal people finally.
Yeah, exactly. It's more relatable.
Yeah.
So they'll actually see a post or something like a politician says, and you're like, oh yeah, it's just like the guy down the street, the guy at the gas station says the same thing, you know.
Yep.
I think that's why people I was saying earlier is people like Trump is because he's more relatable. Even without his background, he just talks like regular people and just doesn't care. He's like, this is how I talk.
Yeah.
You know, what am I supposed to say?
Yeah, and I appreciate that. I mean, I don't want him to act all robotic and shit.
Yeah, exactly. He's got every president. There's a big thing. Trump keeps looking down because he's reading speeches that somebody else wrote for him. Every president has done that. He's not writing his speeches. He may be telling me I want something about this. And then they write it and then he reads it so that it comes out formal within the speech. Every president has a fucking speechwriter or multiple speechwriters.
Yep.
Every president in history has had a speechwriter. So that was such a dumb argument just because he's looking down. He's reading. At least he could say the word. What was Biden doing? Trying to say the words.
Yeah. That dude was basically like a walking corpse.
Yeah. He's still alive. It's like this fucking cat I got in this apartment.
He
should have been dead 2 years ago. It's still alive. It's still kicking.
That's nuts.
Just runs around going meow. It walks around like Biden, looks at walls and shit. Where do I go?
Damn.
Just because she's blind. Biden acted like a blind person.
That's so sad, dude. Poor kitty.
Yeah, she's old. She's 18.
Holy shit.
18 or 19. Yeah, she's old as shit.
Oh my, that shit got bright.
Yeah, it did.
I hope my cat lives that long.
No, you don't. Fucking bitch just wipes her butt on things, doesn't even know it. Your butt's leaking. It's
gross.
But it's not that. Yeah. But the cat reminds me of Biden just when she walks around.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Find the stairs to the stage.
Yeah. I can't believe people were okay with that. And people were questioning his age a long time ago. And they're like, no, it's fine. And people still believed it for some reason. It's like, dude, he's clearly not well. He's an old man now.
Yeah. It was so embarrassing, dude. I was embarrassed to watch him meet with other world leaders. It was just embarrassing. they're fucking laughing at us. Like this guy in office.
They elected this fucking. They elected this old retard.
American people must be dumb to make this guy president.
But that's how they think about Trump. A lot of us
are. That's true. Trump, he makes it to where they have to respect him, which I respect out of Trump because he's a bully.
Yeah.
He's a bully.
He just knows how to deal with people, especially like other like leader types. He knows how to fucking just be like bulldog them.
Yeah, exactly.
You know exactly. Just like, dude, you're gonna respect me.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a strong leader. Like the handshake thing. I know
when he pulls him in.
He just pulls him in. It's hilarious.
You should pull him in and make him touch his dick.
Yeah. I saw this video with Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan was talking about it. He was like, I went to... It was like the middle of a UFC fight or whatever. And Joe Rogan's on one leg leaning to get him. And then Trump still pulls him. And he like almost falls over. It's just a habit for him, you know? Yeah. But that's a strong presence that he just brings, you know?
It's a power move, dude.
We haven't had for a while. It's a power move. And... Wars are going crazy right now, but I don't think he started all this shit.
No, he definitely didn't start any wars. Except he might start. He might start some shit in fucking Iran, which I'm not happy about.
I'm not happy about that either.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be the president of peace. This is
stop bombing stuff.
Trying to, I guess the Houthis destroyed 2 American ships or something, so they just bombed the fuck out of them.
I mean, I guess if they fuck with our stuff. I mean, if they fuck with our stuff, I could see that. But like, if we're doing all the behalf of other countries,
I think it was retaliation towards 2 American ships getting destroyed. I could be wrong.
I don't know about destroying our ships, dude, because our ships are pretty badass.
Did you hear? Well, I think it was it wasn't military ships.
Oh, it was like a cargo or freighter or something.
Yeah, I think it was like a cargo ship or something like that. There's also Russia outside of Alaska, I heard, rammed a cargo ship and then busted the fuel tank. And the cargo ship was shipping fuel for the Navy in Anchorage or something like that. And then that ship caught on fire and fucking got destroyed too.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go to war with Russia, dude.
Me neither.
I don't have a problem with Russia.
Already in war with them. I'm more worried about fucking the nuke talk that's happening because France is like, we're getting prepared, we're getting our nukes ready, blah blah blah, and I'm like, come on, that's escalating, France.
Yeah,
with
and we're gonna have to,
wife.
yeah, and we're gonna have to
Marcon, whatever his name is.
Yeah, we're gonna have to bail them out again, dude.
Yeah, again. There's also. I heard something about the Statue of Liberty. There's one French politician who was like, do we need to take the Statue of Liberty back?
Yeah. Fuck off, Frenchie.
Yeah, that's ours.
Hey, you ain't gonna do shit.
They're not doing shit. But, yeah, that's the tranny lover president is an interesting guy.
Yeah.
Macron? I don't know. I don't know his name.
Macron? I think it's Macron.
I don't know enough about him, but I just heard some funny things about this guy, and I've heard the nuke talk that he's talking about. They're making their own nuclear development and stuff.
I thought they already had
because of the UK and Russia. They do already have nukes, but they're talking about like funding it more and like building it up even more. Get big more on the world stage because I think it's us, France, UK, and Russia are the only countries that have nukes. Oh, and China. China. Every time I say China, I think of that. Yeah. China.
I love China. Yep. Oh, shit. Getting drunk.
No.
No.
Yeah, I got a good buzz going now.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me.
All right. Do you want to call it now?
Yeah, we can call it.
Word.
We might have to do a little edit because we're sitting there at one point.
Just looking at each other. I saw a dog, dude.
Oh, yeah. It looked like you were looking at me.
Yeah.
What's up, staring at me?
So, dude. On my screen, we're different. Like, because I'm on the left.
I'm on the right, and we're looking at each other.
Oh, yeah.
Like right
I'm
now,
looking
we're looking at each other.
We're looking away from each other on mine.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I wish you could switch that.
Yeah, I tried to.
It's kind of dope.
Yeah, whatever.
It's dope.
All right, guys. Catch us next week. We're going to be trying to do one of these every week, so we'll have more shit to talk about.
Yeah, more topics, more stupid liberal shit.
That never ends.
More stupid overseas shit. There's a lot of shit going on in the... I'm sure.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Peace, dudes.
The roof is on fire. The roof is on fire. The roof is on fire. We don't need no water, let the motherfucker burn. Burn, motherfucker.